Hi Capricorn, welcome back to the channel. This is Monica Love with the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your mid-month reading for September. We're going to be looking at past, present, and future, clarifying the cards, and pulling some advice at the end of the reading. All right, Capricorn. Your challenge for mid-month is the Ten of Cups, happiness, being happy, being in happiness may be your challenge for mid-month. In the recent past, you have the Justice, the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Sun card. In the present, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Temperance. And in the near future, you have the Seven of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and the Emperor. So definitely something in the past here you released. You knew this was the right thing to do, to release the situation, because by releasing the situation, Capricorn, it gave you a lot of illumination, a lot of warmth, a lot of clarity in the reason why you needed to let this go. In the present moment, you are still holding on to something because you believe that whatever this thing is that you're holding on to is what is going to give you this happiness and satisfaction within time. So there's definitely some form of patience with the Temperance card here. And in the near future, there is a lot of thinking about possibly a connection that could bring you a lot of stability in the near future. So let's clarify and let's see. Let's clarify the Justice. The Lovers. So it looks like in the past, something that had a lot to do with a very strong connection needed to be set right. In the past, it looks like things were set right at some point between you and this person. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. Definitely a situation here, Capricorn, that you definitely knew that it was keeping you stuck. A connection that seemed to be very happy and very fun-loving didn't necessarily feel that way to some extent. Lots of happiness on the surface, but underneath there was a lot of things that needed to be worked on here. Lots of toxic energy, toxic behavior here. Let's clarify the Sun. Definitely a realization here that came to the surface about a lot of anxiety when it comes to the emotional aspects and the growth of this connection. There was definitely some things here in the past that needed to be worked on. And I think you knew this, the person you were dealing with knew this. A lot of things were at stake here, you know, a lot of emotions, a lot of whether or not this was going to grow. whatever it was, Capricorn, that needed to be released, needed to happen because there was a lot of toxic energy. But at the same time, someone was having a difficult time doing that. It wasn't easy to change or make changes in the past. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles. The Justice card again. So again, someone was very keen on setting things right. Perhaps you were. Perhaps you believed, especially right now in the moment, you may feel like things need to be set right in order to move forward, in order to have this happiness. But I also feel there's a lot of patience, a lot of divine timing needed in order for this situation that you find yourself in to be set right. It will be set right, but there's patience that is required, and you want it to be set right. You're hoping that it's set right. This is what you're holding on to right now. Let's clarify the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is clarified by the Sun, the Moon, and the Two of Wands. So definitely a coming together of the emotional aspects, the things that are hidden, and the things that need to be illuminated to better understand this connections, this situation. In order to find fulfillment and happiness and a form of setting things right, there is a need to identify the two forces, the dark side and the light side of a connection, of a situation that you find yourself in. The two aspects. And it is taking time. You will better understand the situation, Capricorn, and why you're going through it within time. It may not make a lot of sense to you now. All you know right now in the moment is you want things to be right. You want things to be better. But I think here what the cards are telling me is that there is a need for you to see both sides of the situation, the dark side and the light side. There's a good side and there's a not so good side. And right now I feel it's difficult for you to see that because of the focus of wanting things to be right. You just want things to be right. But you need to be looking at this from both aspects, from both sides, from your perspective and from the other perspective as well too. Let's clarify the Temperance. Temperance is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Fool card. Yeah, this is about you wanting things to be set right, but that's not enough to move forward. In order to move forward and be in this energy of happiness, which is what you truly want, which is your challenge, there is something here that you need to learn from. You need to learn about the two sides of this situation, the light side and the dark side, the happiness and the not so happy side, because there's two elements to this connection. There's the beautiful, happy, loving energy, and then there's the dark side to it. Okay, and this could be what is holding you back from setting things right. You know, being completely honest with yourself and about how you look at this situation, or how you have looked at this situation in the past. Because you are entering a new phase, Capricorn. You're entering a completely different phase than where you're coming from. And I feel like there's a transition that's happening here for you. But it's not only just about looking at the situation and saying, okay, I want to get rid of this and I just want to move towards my happiness. It's also about really getting down to why you experienced this and what this truly means for you Is it going to be an experience that you regret, or is it going to be one that you're going to apply to your future? This is really what it comes down to, because there is a new beginning happening for you, a completely new direction, which is happening for you, but it is slow and it's taking its time, only because you're not looking at it from the place you should be looking at it. Instead of looking at it as a bad thing, you should be looking at it as a good thing. Okay. So let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Six of Swords. So you know that you are moving into a new direction, but you're really thinking about it. You're overthinking the situation. Is this the right thing I should be doing? Is it not? You know that this is the right thing that you need to be doing, because this situation that you were in the past, it just was not balanced. There was a lack of balance. There was a lack of looking at it from a different perspective. And for me, what I see here is it became very difficult for you in the past. Now you're going to be moving towards a situation that's a lot more stable for you, a lot more on your level. You're not going to have to second guess yourself. I feel like there was a lot of second guessing in the past. Not anymore. There's stability coming in for you. There is major stability. But at the same time, you have to look at things from two different perspectives, instead of looking at it from one perspective and thinking or feeling that you're completely right. I don't feel like it's about being right or wrong in this situation. It's really just about looking at it from two different perspectives without judging it, without being in this judging kind of energy. You have the judgment twice, in the present and in the past. That's about letting it go completely, letting go of your perceptions on why certain things happened the way they did, and really just focusing on acceptance, accepting what happened, and then moving forward. And not blaming yourself and not blaming anybody else for that. Let's clarify the Four of Wands. Yeah, this is about accepting things. Ace of Cups, Five of Cups, working on bringing stability into your life and moving away from what doesn't work. Focus on what works in your life. This is what you're going to be doing in the near future. And this is your challenge, focusing on what makes you happy. Right? Let's get some advice for you, Capricorn. Definitely a new direction for you. Yeah, acceptance. There's a need for you to accept what was and what happened in your life in order to move forward. And once you choose to accept something, Capricorn, and close it out completely without looking back, without having any regrets, that's when you're going to heal, and that's when you're going to move into a new direction. So accept what you've went through, heal from it, and start making plans to move into a new direction. So this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.